In 2018, the trailer broke the internet. Millions of views, endless hype. People weren't just excited, they were obsessed. Reaction videos, theory breakdowns, frame-by-frame analysis. Everyone was calling it the Minecraft killer. Then, the game vanished. Years of silence, development chaos, a corporate takeover, and eventually, cancellation. Everyone thought Hytale was dead. The comments said it, the forums said it, the internet moved on. Until suddenly, it wasn't. And now, somehow, Hytale has returned as one of the most successful sandbox launches of all time. So what exactly happened? How did a game go from internet legend to cancellation to comeback story? And why does Hytale matter so much? Not just as a game, but as a turning point for an entire genre. Today we're going to look at the highs and the lows of the blocky sandbox genre, with an ending that surprisingly might be the best outcome for everyone involved. For 15 long years, we've all been waiting for a new survival sandbox that could truly rival Minecraft. And let's be clear, plenty of games tried. Terraria did incredibly well, and to this day still pulls in around 45,000 concurrent players. But even at its peak, it never fully rivaled Minecraft. Cube World generated massive hype and barely survived its full release. Hundreds of mobile sandbox games popped up, burned bright for a few weeks and vanished just as fast. Meanwhile, Minecraft kept growing. New generations of players, new updates, new platforms. For over a decade, Minecraft ruled completely uncontested. And then, here is Hytale. The first Minecraft alternative that isn't just surviving, but actually holding its own in an incredibly monopolised market. 2.5 million sales on day one, 2.8 million concurrent players across launch week, numbers that most studios can only dream of. People are already calling it one of the most successful game launches of the last 10 years, and honestly, that doesn't feel exaggerated. So the real question becomes, why has Hytale had such a strong start? And most importantly, can it hold up? Hytale is an open world survival sandbox game developed by Hypixel Studios, currently in early access. Development started all the way back in 2015, not by a random indie team, but by the people behind the Hypixel Minecraft server. And that's important. These weren't developers guessing what players wanted. These were people who lived inside Minecraft for years. People who pushed its systems to the absolute limit. They understood what worked, they understood what didn't, and they understood what players had been asking for, but never truly received. Then in 2018, everything changed. The reveal trailer dropped, and it didn't just do well, it exploded. Over 60 million views over the years, instant global attention. Hytale was suddenly the sandbox game to watch. Early on, the project gained backing from Riot Games, giving it credibility and resources far beyond a typical indie title. Eventually, Riot acquired Hypixel Studios outright in 2020. More funding, more stability, a faster path to release, but it wasn't. Riot began steering Hytale in a more cross-platform futuristic direction. Core systems were reworked, the art style shifted, long-term goals changed. While none of these ideas were bad, they didn't align with what made Hytale special in the first place. The classic fantasy vibes started to fade, the sandbox freedom got tangled in technical ambition, and development slowed to a crawl. Communication became scarce, months passed, then years. At some point, the excitement turned into concern, then frustration, then silence. For many fans, it generally felt like Hytale might never release at all. After nearly 5 years of internal restructuring and missed milestones, the project was reportedly close to being shut down entirely. And then, it happened. In June just last year, Riot announced the closure of Hypixel Studios. Hytale was cancelled. Also we thought, because here's the twist nobody expected. Hypixel didn't let it die. Instead, Hypixel was resurrected as an independent company and decided to step back in. In a move almost nobody saw coming, Hypixel reacquired the project, reclaiming full ownership of the game they started. By August 2025, over 30 original developers had returned. The classic fantasy vision was restored, the scope was refocused, and Hytale was rebuilt into the game people fell in love with back in 2018. No corporate tug-of-war, no identity crisis, just a clear vision and the freedom to execute it. And finally, Hytale released.
So just a quick note, if you are enjoying the video, please smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and let me know, how are you finding Hytale?
Now here's where things get really insane. Only 4 days after release, Hypixel dropped their first major update, and boy was it a good one. Dinosaurs, multiple new NPCs hidden in deep underground jungles, a revamped atmosphere system, new creature spawns, massive bug fixes, texture improvements across the board. Basically, if something felt even slightly rough at launch, chances are they've already tried to fix it. And that sends a very clear message. This isn't just a cash grab release, this is a live, evolving game. So why has Hytale gained this much traction so quickly? Is it because we finally found a game that can stand up to the Mojang monarchy? Is it because Hytale launched with features Minecraft took years to add? Is it the visuals, the RPG depth, the sense of adventure? Yes, but let's look at this from a different angle. Let's imagine someone who has never played Minecraft. They're brand new to sandbox games, they're looking at both options for the first time. Why would you choose Hytale? Minecraft was revolutionary, but it was built in 2009. Many of its systems were placeholders, temporary solutions that became permanent over time. That's not a criticism, it's just reality. Hytale, on the other hand, was designed from the ground up with over a decade of sandbox evolution to learn from. Combat in Hytale is deeper and more responsive. Enemies have patterns, weaknesses and behaviours, not just walk forward and punch. Biomes feel alive, NPCs have routines, dialogue and factions. Dungeons are handcrafted experiences instead of randomly generated hallways. And progression actually feels like progression. In Minecraft, after a few hours, you've seen most of the base game. In Hytale, you're constantly unlocking new systems. Magic, abilities, gear tiers, world events, story-driven encounters, and then there's modding. Minecraft modding is powerful, but it's messy. Version dependent, fragmented. Hytale launched with official modding tools, scripting support, built-in asset creation, and server customization from day one. No external launchers, no compatibility nightmares. Hytale expects players to modify the game, and that alone is going to keep it alive for years. Multiplayer is another massive win, and considering Hypixel's background, that shouldn't surprise anyone. Servers feel smooth, polished, packed with content right out the gate, and visually, Hytale strikes the perfect balance. It keeps the blocky charm sandbox fans love, while adding lighting, animations and detail that make the world feel modern without losing its identity. So, is Hytale going to kill Minecraft? No, and it doesn't need to. For the first time in over a decade, Minecraft has real competition, and that's a win for everyone. Hytale doesn't exist to replace Minecraft, it exists to evolve the genre. And judging by its launch, its updates, and its community momentum, this might finally be the survival sandbox that changes everything. And honestly, it feels like we're only just getting started.